Okay, welcome to another episode of On Point EDC. Today we have another review for you from the brand Real Steel. Now, they were founded back in 2013. They do produce knives that are made in China. But the cool thing is their market segment is actually really focused on that high value knife space, really covering entry level to high end. So this particular type of knife, I consider it a gentleman's folding knife. Some key common characteristics in design when you're looking for that type of knife. Of course, you're gonna want something kind of sleek, understated design with some pretty dressy handle scales. And I think this does hit a couple of those marks. This is actually their new for 2021 Luna Boost Framelock in the blackout titanium trim. And basically the Luna Boost is a Framelock version of the renowned slipjoint of the same name, which I previously reviewed on the channel. It's, of course, a gentleman's folder designed by Jacob. I probably won't even try to pronounce that. Jacob W. of Poltergeist Works. And the nice thing is these are MSRP are only $155, but the direct price is $130 on sale from Real Steel. Real Steel was nice enough to send this one over, so big shout out to them. Full disclosure, this was came from the brand. I didn't have to pay for this one, so very cool. So with all that said, let's actually get this piece in hand and take a closer look. All right, now before we grab this, quick little wristwatch check here. We have the Greg Stevens Designs little pilot's watch here that will be flopping around on the wrist on this really nice Haviston NATO strap. So I reviewed this watch not too long ago, so make sure you take a look in the channel history if you do want to get more information on it. If you seem to kind of notice it and think it looks pretty good while I'm handling this knife here. So you guys might remember the Luna Boost from my channel. I'm sorry, not the Luna Boost, but the Luna, the Real Steel Luna. And basically the Boost is a boosted up version of it. Now it is a Framelock instead of a slip joint, but it still has a lot of those great features. Obviously the great size and kind of ergonomics. You even get this little screw on, kind of bolt on modular little thumb stud action. So if you want to, you can actually turn this into kind of a one-handed open knife. It's definitely still not something that you'd want to flick. Maybe with the titanium model, although this does have titanium handle scales, the coating, I think, just adds just a touch of grit to it from that standpoint, but still really well put together, feels of quality, and still has that same kind of lock in your hand feel to it, although it is a smaller knife. Now, the blade shape and actually, let's start with the blade material, N690 from Bowler. So really nice, kind of the opposite side of their M390. So this is on their entry level end. And it's, it's becoming a more and more popular metal because it's it's pretty high quality. It's easy to sharpen, takes an edge, and has decent edge retention itself. Now you do get that nice drop point blade, and it is flat ground. The matte black blade finish there, as you can see, definitely more on the working side of a finish. Nothing too showy, but I think really it's more about the color combination here. You're getting that cool kind of black and gold vibe, which just feels a little bit more special when you have to pull this bad boy out of the pocket. It is quite sharp out of the box because of how thin it is. Look at that. This is a very thin behind the edge blade, and I really dig that. Now, in terms of the dimensions and weight, you're going to get overall about 6.61, blade length at just 2.76, close length at about 3.75, and then the weight at just under 2 ounces at 1.99. Now, in the hand, the ergonomics are quite good, and I think once you put this little thumb stud on there, it actually gives you a place to kind of perch your thumb and actually kind of help you lock in more. And of course, now the blade is locked with a frame lock, which is great. And then it still has a really nice clip on there that's milled, but has just a more springy style to it. So really well done from that standpoint. Also, you're getting, some nice standoffs, and this thing is actually pocketed, so it's that helps with the weight reduction. I don't know if the camera's gonna be able to pick that up. Oh, here we go. You can see kind of some of the pockets. Crazy thing is they even pocketed the as you can see, the frame side. So where the Framelock is, obviously the lock isn't pocketed, but this portion here is pocketed out. You can see down here we got pockets, so it keeps it really light in hand and in pocket, which is nice. The under jimping really helps kind of secure your hand with the blade, so you still get a little bit of jimping there, a little bit of jimping on top. Of course, that was a lot more important when we had the slip joint version, but now that it's a Framelock, very nice. And then again, you know, that add-on thumb stud is a nice resting point for the thumb while open. The action is very smooth to open and close. We basically get double layer phosphor bronze drilled pivot washers. Very, very smooth action. And again, it's only a touch grittier, and I suspect that's because of the coating there. But still quite nice. Definitely best deployed with a slow roll. Or a two-hand open if you want to. This is not going to be something that's just because there's the stud right there, all of a sudden it doesn't mean it's like super fidget friendly. As you can see, it doesn't want to. There we go. But this thing is so sharp, I wouldn't even recommend doing that because your thumb's going to want to kind of come back and flip around. It wasn't designed to have that geometry to be a flipper. So just adding on the thumb stud doesn't just all of a sudden make it just this pocket rocket, like it's just going to launch open. So that's one thing to note. In terms of size comparison, another real steal that we had on the channel. This one definitely more on kind of the vigorous flipping side, as you can see. Not too shabby. Definitely pretty close in length, pretty close in price as well. But here you're getting the VG10 and you're not getting a Framelock, but you do get that nice liner lock. And of course you're still getting the milled clip here. You're getting just that kind of fold over. But these are nice little slim, you know, great profile in pocket. In terms of which one's more fidgetable, come on guys. Front flipper 4 days. There's just so many different ways you can actually deploy this one, and it shows. So, but great knife paired with another great knife. I really enjoyed the Luna slip joint. I actually gave it as a gift. So that's how much I liked it. I was like, oh, this is perfect for you getting into knives. You'll enjoy this, and it will teach you to respect the blade because it's a non-locking, so you got to worry about it biting you, so that when you do graduate out of slip joints and get into locking knives, you'll be that much better off. So really nice from that standpoint. In the pocket, obviously lays very flat, unobtrusive. Great pocket clip, guys. Just go ahead and take a look at that. We'll let the camera actually focus on it. Really well done, well contoured. A little bit of spring to it, fully milled, mounted really clean. And yeah, I dig the finish. It's this cool kind of working finish. It's imperfect. Almost has like it's more like a black wash almost to it, but it's just darker. It's not like your typical black wash. That's going to feel kind of more charcoaly. This definitely feels like a black setup. The visuals definitely render quite black. It's just that when you get real close, you start noticing those little textures and little points where the finish has been rubbed away. So definitely check the site in the links below for model variations in terms of current availability. Comparable options, guys, there's a lot of competition within this space, but for me, this one really kind of stands out at the price point as just a really cool or more original design little knife. And to have a more premium version, if I was to choose the one I was going to put my money into, I'd probably skip the black coating and go for the kind of the exposed metal option. But this one is still quite nice. You know, really guys, bottom line, this is really a true reverse halo knife. It's simple and affordable, yet quite excellent. Everything you loved before, but now with a locking blade, which is something that, you know, it's nice when manufacturers listen to what people want. And I think a lot of people did want a more premium version of this very well designed little knife. And I gotta say, I'm digging it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you like the video, please do a like. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe for more content just like this. Thanks, guys.